How is everybody doing on this fine day? Now, it is a Hanwha 1v1. In the red, we have VNS Bakyofro. So I'm probably just going to call him Red. And in the blue, we have IMOK. And I know what you're thinking straight away, Hanwha. But I like to think, when it's a different map, the playstyle is fairly different, just because you're not mass and cavalry archers straight away, but generally it'll go into the galley rush. So it's a completely different playstyle in my opinion. Naturally there's going to be players who are still watching these going, it's still a Hanwha, still not the difference, but I know where you come from. I'm personally sick of Hanwhas. That's why I finished up with the Master Arabia. That and the fact that everybody seems to get really bored with them really quickly. So for the rest of the games I probably won't cover unless there's a big movement for me to finish them off. Even though there's still a heap of games there left to do. I had no problem doing the rest of them just because I said I was going to do it, so I'd do it. But the fact is that not many people wanted to see them. And if that's the case, I'm just going to keep going with pro games like this. We'll go into more Mega Random. I believe I said I'd do some analysis at some point, so we'll do that. We'll keep going with the Mega Randoms. I think I've said that already, but we'll bring out the Wacky Wednesdays as well. For those who haven't seen it yet, the next Wacky Wednesday challenge has been announced on my channel, as well as AOC Zone. So jump on there, give us a comment, see what you think on it. So let's get into the game. Like I said, in blue right now we have IMOK. So let's check his scouting. He's scouted his area out, not bad. Looks like he is deer luring here, which is something you don't see quite often. And I believe the average rating for this game was actually something like 2,100, which sounds right. And IMOK actually losing a villager there, did not have loom. This is very uncommon to see in high level games like this. Losing villagers is very uncommon. It's good I caught that actually, because I haven't watched this game through yet. And my policy is generally that I'll watch a game through on the fastest speed possible, see if some interesting stuff happens, and then I'll commentate it from there. Because I like to be surprised when things happen too. I don't like acting, not to say I can't, but I don't like it, and it just feels fake. So everything I do on this channel, every emotion from it, it's legit, guys. Got to think about that. So we have the dot coming up now at 5 minutes 20 seconds for IMOK, which isn't bad time, and we currently have 4 villagers already on wood. So as we've seen in the Master Arabia tournament, 4 villagers on wood generally means you're either going to see a dock or a barracks or something go up when it's this early into it. As we can see, only having 17, I think he had 15 villagers when he had the 4 over there. So that can generally symbolize that, or it can symbolize as well going up for fast farms. So with these deer in this position over here though, he did manage to lure quite a few through. So having those deer lured in as well, it's 140 bonus food, so it's essentially like a boar. You lure the deer to your town center and then you eat it all. But only 140 food. Nothing bad about that. Does he know where... Does he have a second boar in this map, or has he only got the one? Looks like in this you get the 1 boar and the 1 patch of deers. Sorry guys, I haven't done a Mediterranean in a long time. Right now we have Red going for it. He's got his 5 villagers over here, already got his dock up, and he's got 2 fishing ships out already. Getting some scouting with this one as well. Getting a lot of sheep actually, and luring a boar from across the map actually. Whether or not that was from IMOK over here, or it was just sitting around up here, I actually missed, so I'm sorry about that. But the fact is, still, nonetheless, he's going to be luring this in, and this scout only has 3 HP left. So if this boar manages to get to this scout again like it is, it's going to run away like that, and there's nothing he's going to be able to do about it. So we're actually going to be able to watch this boar and see where it goes back to. So if it goes all the way back down to IMOK, we know he's in the winning there. Nice, heard an attack bell right there. And a wolf there, wolf attack, which is nothing. I thought we might have seen something different happening from IMOK there, but let's see, where's this boar from? Still going, and we have IMOK there. He's probably noticed as well that boar's coming through, and has it... Nobody's scouted each other yet. However, the scouting's about to go on here. There we go. So he's seen this, knows where his opponent is now. IMOK about to find his opponent as well. Especially on this map, there's always a lot of different places you can be. You can be completely opposite and not. So we've got Red there going up into the feudal age, which means he's going to be able to start production on these galleys. And getting the water control in Mediterranean maps, it's very, very important because there's so much fish in here, and essentially it's free food once you get these fishing ships out. It means you don't have to build farms, which of course, farms aren't ridiculously expensive. But when they've only got a small amount of food on them because you haven't been able to get the upgrades, it's best to avoid them as much as possible. Naturally, getting those 2 up after your boar, that's just a standard play. And here come the galleys right now from Red, about to get that harassment on IMOK, and we have quite a few docks going up for IMOK actually. He knows he's behind in the feudal timing, so he's had to build up more docks so he can get out more galleys. He knows his opponent has 2, I believe. Yes, he does. So he knows if he has 4, he's going to be able to double the production of him. and that means he'll be able to take the water quite well, and naturally as soon as it is. And interesting enough, we have a transport ship there. Whether or not he is actually doing something interesting with that is completely different. I have no idea where he's gone from. His opponent hasn't walled off. It's not like he'll be landing into his base, but I guess it will be faster to come up here and claim all these resources than it would be to walk across. So I guess time saving there, and if you don't need farms as well, there's no reason you can't, because you've got these fishing ships out, and that's definitely a possibility. And right now, it looks like he's scouting inside, so he's probably actually going to go forward right now, which is something you don't see a lot on Mediterranean. So what have we got going up? I'm going to swap over to him so we can see what buildings he's got coming up. We have a barracks going up, so he is going forward on Mediterranean via transport. Something you don't see very often at all. We've got these galleys now. It looks like IMOK is about to take the water. However, it looks like Red does have a better economy going for him. However, once he loses this water, it's going to really hurt his economy, because naturally he's not going to be able to get those fishing ships in. And I would say he's putting a mill down by the looks of it, so he's expecting to lose those fishing ships, so he's got an extra source of food to carry on to. He's still got quite a few sheep, however we haven't seen any farms go down either. So we've actually got the double range blacksmith play right now from Red, which is very interesting, because usually that will be complete water control going down on these, and spears being produced as well. This is really interesting play, because you don't see this a lot. Red is taking quite a large score lead at the moment, even though he has lost the water. Actually, he might be able to take the water back here. I might just eat my own words. And yes, looks like he is in control here, but more galleys coming across from IMOK, so he's going to be able to get that. And it looks like this main wood supply over here is going to be towered, and they'll have to come back to the secondary one down here. I say main because this one has more villages on it. And IMOK still winning the water war at this stage, but still standing a bit behind on the economy by the looks of it. It is currently 55 population to Red, and IMOK currently on 55, and if you didn't notice it, we actually had Red go up by 1 population there. And Archer's coming into the base now, which is, interestingly enough, hopefully he doesn't lose any to this town center. He has his range and attack upgrade, so he's going to be able to actually hit those villages, and that villager there just surviving, dodging that arrow. Losing 1 archer there, but no big deal at this point. Scout cavalry going to be able to take out that villager if these archers here don't intervene. They are, and that tower there finishing it off quite quickly. So at this point, Red actually has a big advantage. I'm going to slow it down a bit because I want to show this fight on the water at the same time. We can see that IMOK is going to take the water at this point, but if he can't get enough fishing ships out to actually deal with this, there's not a lot he's going to be able to do. And IMOK doesn't even have a barracks out at this point in time, so he doesn't have anything he can use to deal with these archers, except of course galleys if they come too close to the shore, and this one tower here, because he's been cut off from his main stone mines now due to this tower and this fort over here, so he's not going to be able to get another tower up. And if he wants to get another what am I thinking of, town center up, he's going to have to use that market or push down over here and get this. So on the water at the moment, it does look like IMOK has won it quite easily. He is going to be able to take it out, and he has walled his position in completely. But the thing is, Red's already in there, so walling isn't going to help at this stage. And villagers actually being forced off the queue over here from gathering wood to fight off these archers. Beautiful stutter stepping there, actually. Managing to take out 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers by the looks of it in that small engagement there. And that's definitely a win on this stage. IMOK is currently up in score, mostly due to the fact that he's got the water control, which means he's able to use those fishing ships, which of course is good. But right now, we do have the market up for IMOK, so we could potentially see some market play here, and that means he could be going up into feudal anytime soon. But it could also be the fact that he needs to get some stone to put up some defensive towers, because right now IMOK is in a really harsh spot. The scores are really, really close, but of course it doesn't come down to the score so much as it does to who is doing what, because the scores, of course, they aren't a true representation of how well the players are doing, but generally if the score's a lot ahead, you'll be able to tell that that player is most likely going to win. And looks like you're going to lose that there. We have skirmishes out for IMOK right now, however they have got their upgrades, they haven't got their next armor upgrade. Either have these archers here, but it looks like if he uses his high ground advantage, he might be able to play this out and win. So we've got the second tower up there from IMOK, most likely had to buy that stone because of the fact that he doesn't have any stone available to him. And lots of units getting killed off here. These archers here will be killed off, and I believe Red does know this is going to happen. But hey, he managed to kill quite a few villagers, and the score has turned yet again. We have IMOK up by 300 points, which is interestingly enough mainly due to the fact I believe that he's got this water control. Water control, of course, being very, very important at this stage. We're starting to see an Archer Skirmisher mix now from Red, which means he wants to get that little bit of combination in there, and of course it means these skirmishers can soak up a bit of that damage from town centers, as well as skirmishers, and as well as these towers, so there's no reason not to. We see another tower going up for Red right now, so he's going to be able to completely cut off these farms here, and he's even going to be able to bust down this wall with it, I believe. He should have enough for that. Stable going up right now for Red, and let's see, is anybody going up to Castle Age? Yes, Red, right on the money, going up to Castle Age right now. So that explained the score dip that we saw there. I probably should have assumed that quite quickly, but it could have also been due to the archers over here getting killed off, which is what I thought it was. Another defensive tower going up, so IMOK really needing to hold this area here down. The score still is only a few hundred points in the difference. Actually, there's less than a few hundred points. It's about 20 points in the difference now. But we do have a lot of upgrades going down for Red, plus the Siege Workshop coming up. So he's going to be able to do this damage right now, which he needs to. He's got the crossbow upgrade, he's got the +2 attack and +2 range, as well as the first armor upgrade. We haven't seen the first armor upgrade on these skirmishes yet at all. And of course Thumb Ring is going to be now available for a VNS. So right now, it's looking to be heavily in the favour of VNS, and I just want to see, is IMOK... IMOK is going up to Castle Age, so he is going to be able to combat this, but the thing is, he's going to have to hold out till then. This Mangonel as well, going to be able to put some damage on this town centre, so it means IMOK is either going to be forced to rebuild that town centre, or he's going to have to carry on with no town centre, no villager production. And you've got to remember as well, if this town centre goes down in the next minute or two, he might not get that Castle Age. However, that is looking extremely unlikely. We'd need to get a few more Mangonels on that, as well as a battering ram, probably to get it down in time. And now here we are, we're about to see the castle upgrade, there we go. And Red actually bringing in some cavalry archers right now, and fighting these ships with cavalry archers is generally not a way to go, because if you look at a galley, it has 120 HP, and a cavalry archer has 70, and that's if you have bloodlines. Siege Workshop about to go up for IMOK. However, this Mangonel here might be able to get some villager kills if it's feeling lucky right now. We have a 3 Mangonel out right now for Red, which means he's going to be able to start to do a lot of damage to this town centre, as we can see by the fact it's about to go down. And if he loses that, IMOK is going to be a lot of trouble. He's been restricted to this part of the map here, which is really interesting, because he has next to no map to operate on. And if we actually look at the map right now, there's a lot of water control to IMOK, which explains how he's been surviving so long in the game. He's had no food from these here, but he's been able to get a few in from fishing ships. However, right now he's starting to run extremely low on fishing ships. And I would say it's just about a good game for IMOK, actually, just due to the fact he's lost his town centre. If we look at the score, there's 5 Mangonels currently out for Red, and lots of cavalry archers continuing to come in. So unless we see another town centre go up right now, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. What are we seeing? And there is a town centre placed down here. And until that goes up, though, IMOK is going to be just falling further and further behind. Because I'm going to slow it down right now, and we're going to have a look at the economy of Red. He's got his 2 town centers up, a 3rd one there as well, so he's going to be able to boom up as well. And when your opponent has no town centers, you're going to be doing extremely well when it comes down to it. The forward archery range, of course, is going to be in the way as well. So unless IMOK can take out these cavalry archers here, he might be able to say goodbye to this town centre. In fact, I wouldn't be too surprised if he calls it the good game soon, just because of the fact he's got so many Mangonels in this area. He has actually managed to take out quite a few with this tower here. But Knights are also in play right now from IMOK as well. And IMOK currently on quite low population. He's currently on 53, and if we look at Red, he's on 102. So the difference there is quite massive, and it doesn't look like this town centre is even going to go up at this stage, just because of the fact he does not have enough villages to complete it. He can't really take too many of these ones away, or he'll lose all his production. That Mangonel there looks like it is going to go down, and the repairs are on it, but Knight, they're doing it, and that's why Knights are used so well in Hun Wars. They can take out Siege extremely easily. And looks like he might just be able to take this area here. However, the upgrades are in favour of Red with that +2 armor, and can't really tell if he has ballistics or thumb ring at this point. But until this town centre goes up, there is nothing at all IMOK can do, and I'm just expecting the complete resign soon. And here come the cavalry archers coming through, going to be able to kill off a remarkable amount of these villagers. Quite a suicide, and there's a good game from IMOK, good game back from Red. Red played an extremely well game there, landing in and going forward on his opponent here. Extremely good play, just because he didn't go into the galley rush completely, he was able to take that game by a complete surprise. So well played there by Red, and I'll see you guys when I put up another game.